These are the easiest sweet and sour meatballs you'll ever make. The meatballs go into the slow cooker frozen, no browning, no fuss, and the homemade sauce takes about 10 minutes. Hi guys, I'm Michelle from the Recipe Bandit, and today we're going to be making sweet and sour slow cooker meatballs. This is a really easy recipe. This is something that you can throw into the slow cooker and it serves well for a party, for a potluck, or if you serve it over rice or pasta, it makes a great weeknight dinner choice. This is a fairly simple one. I usually use frozen meatballs because they're just really convenient, and I can throw this all together and have it in the slow cooker ready for whenever my family is ready to eat. So those are my favorite kind of recipes, the really easy ones. And everything that you see here is all you're going to need to make this recipe. So let's talk about what you'll need. I have about a pound of frozen meatballs. You can make your own meatballs. Absolutely. You can make your own meatballs, freeze them, pull them out when you need them, or you can buy the party pack of meatballs and just use those, regular or Italian seasoning. You're going to need a few bell peppers, three. I like multicolored peppers just because they're pretty. You need some rice vinegar, some brown sugar, some ketchup, and you'll need some mandarin oranges. And I haven't opened these yet because we're going to use some of the juice from this to combine with cornstarch to make it thick at the very end. So we are going to put mandarin oranges into the sauce, but we're going to keep some of that juice for later. So, like I said, we'll need some cornstarch for thickening, a little soy sauce, some garlic, some onion powder, some oil, and some sesame oil. The cooking oil that we have is just a tablespoon, and it's just really to soften up the peppers before we put everything in the sauce. So the idea with this recipe is just that we are going to quickly put all of our frozen meatballs, and right from frozen, we're not even thawing them, we're going to put them right into the slow cooker. Then we're going to go over to the stovetop. We're going to make a sauce that's delicious. These are going to cook in, and dinner will be ready whenever we feel like eating it. So let's switch cameras and get started on that. We're going to begin by heating a tablespoon of vegetable oil or olive oil in a medium saucepan over medium heat. We're going to add our garlic, and we're going to add our peppers, which we've now cut into little bite-sized pieces. I'm going to take a handful out and save them for later. But we will put the rest of the peppers in. We're going to cook these for 3 to 5 minutes until they're slightly softened. Don't forget to stir them. Once the peppers have started to soften, we are going to add the onion powder, the rice vinegar, the ketchup, the soy sauce, the brown sugar, and the sesame oil. And we are going to stir to combine. Now with our mandarin oranges, we're going to save a 1/4 cup of the mandarin orange syrup. It's just a light syrup, and we are going to set that aside. We'll drain the rest. We'll add our mandarin oranges to the mixture, and we're going to turn the heat up to medium-high till we get it to a bubble. Give it a stir to get everything incorporated. Once the sauce comes up to a bubble like this, you're going to take your cornstarch and you're going to put it in that reserved mandarin orange juice. We're going to mix it with a fork until it's completely dissolved. And this is going to be our thickening agent for us to put right into our sauce and stir it in. And you'll notice that it starts thickening this sauce right away. See how the bubbles change and it's starting to be a lot thicker, more like a gravy than it was like a liquid before. And that's exactly how you want it. We're going to go back now to the slow cooker, and we are going to cover our meatballs in this delicious sauce that we've created, and we're going to let them cook. All right, now our sauce is made. Our meatballs we have laid out in a single layer in the bottom of our slow cooker, And we are going to go ahead and take our sauce, which is here. It's thick and delicious. And we're going to pour this right over the meatballs. It looks good. Smells good. All right. Just going to kind of push the meatballs around just a little bit so we have a single layer and they are all coated in that sauce. All right. So this is what it looks like. One layer of little meatballs smothered in a delicious sauce. And you remember we took that handful of the little peppers that we weren't going to use. We're going to stir these in just before we serve them. So now we're going to cover. We're going to turn this on. You can do it on low for 4 to 6 hours or on high for 2 to 3. I'll make some rice and this is going to be dinner. We'll come back and check in a little bit. All right, let's check in on it and see how we're doing here. Smell really good. It smells really good in this house. The meatballs are definitely all heated through. This is ready to go at any time. So our slow cooker's been going all afternoon. It smells really good in this house, and our meatballs look perfect. They are in a delicious sweet and sour sauce with mandarin oranges and peppers and some little meatballs in there. I made some instant pot rice because that is one of our favorite ways to have this meal. So we're just going to spoon these delicious little meatballs right over the top here, just like that. You know, this the sweet and sour sauce is so good. I'm going to actually use a ladle and pour right over the top. Look at that. And then you remember those peppers that we pulled out when we were making the sauce. These, you can either toss them in and stir them to get them warm, or you can just put them right on top to give a little element of crunch to this. I'm going to toss them in and stir them. So when you're all ready to eat, this is what it looks like. It's comfort food in a bowl because it's got this sweet and sour sauce that's just the perfect little thickness to soak into that rice. It's got some fresh peppers and got the meat, the little meatballs that are just perfect in this. And it makes a great appetizer too, if you want to do it that way. But this makes a really good dinner for us. This is one of our favorites. We've been doing this one for a long time. I'm gonna make it especially on weeknights when I don't necessarily know when everybody's going to be home and everybody can grab and go. Keeps warm in the slow cooker. Anyway, the recipe for this one is for these slow cooker sweet and sour meatballs on our website at therecipebandit.com. It'll also be in the description for you guys to make it easier. If you like what we're doing here, please come back and see us again. Please like and subscribe. Click that little notification button so that you know when we put out new videos. We try to put them out at least once a week at this time. So yeah, I mean, I hope you'll try it. I hope you'll like it. It's really, honestly, it's just good. It's delicious, and the leftovers are really good too. Thanks so much, guys, for joining us today. Hope to see you again soon.